the pastor's daughter. In the heart of a busy city stood Fire of Restoration Ministry, a prophetic church known for miracles, deliverance, and powerful sermons. Its founder, Pastor Daniel Adebayo, was a respected man of God. People traveled from different states to attend his services. Demons were cast out. Families were restored. Testimonies flowed like water. But behind the altar lights and thunderous amens was a secret that could shake the church to its foundation. His only daughter, Zora Adebayo, was nothing like the image people imagined. At 23, Zora was stunning, tall, radiant dark skin, captivating eyes, and a smile that could command a room. On Sundays, she sat quietly in the front row, dressed modestly, greeting members politely. To the congregation, she was the pastor's angel. But by night, Zora lived a completely different life. She partied recklessly. She surrounded herself with men who admired her beauty but never respected her heart. She experimented with substances, convincing herself she was just having fun. She often returned home late, sometimes bringing strangers into the house when her father was away at prayer meetings. She wasn't rebelling because she hated God. She was rebelling because she felt unseen. Growing up in a prophetic household meant expectations. No mistakes. No weakness. No questions. While her father delivered other people's children, Zora felt no one noticed she was drowning inside. Her mother, Deaconess Esther, knew. Esther pleaded with her gently at first. "Zora, my daughter, this road leads nowhere good. You are worth more than this." But Zora would roll her eyes. "Please, Mama. I'm tired of church talk." The arguments grew frequent. Esther cried often. She prayed harder. She fasted secretly for her daughter. The stress weighed heavily on her heart. One evening, after a heated confrontation, Esther collapsed. The doctor said it was severe hypertension complicated by emotional strain. Within weeks, she was gone. The house became painfully quiet. Pastor Daniel changed after his wife's death. His sermons became more intense. He preached against immorality with fire. He fasted for days, sometimes locking himself in his prayer room, crying out to God for his daughter's soul. But Zora felt only guilt and anger. "If God is so powerful," she muttered one night, staring at herself in the mirror, "why didn't he save my mother?" Her reckless lifestyle worsened. The emptiness grew deeper. The parties felt louder but lonelier. The men felt temporary. The laughter felt fake. Until one night, everything shifted. The turning point. It wasn't in a church. It wasn't during a deliverance service. It was on a rainy evening. Zora's car broke down on a quiet road after she had stormed out of a party. Frustrated and stranded, she stepped out into the rain, heels sinking into mud. That's when a small car pulled over. A young man stepped out. "Simple clothes, calm eyes. Are you okay?" he asked. She expected judgment. Or flirting. Instead, she found kindness. His name was David. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't impressed by her beauty. He wasn't intimidated by her surname. He simply helped her fix the car and waited until the engine started. "Why are you out here alone?" he asked gently. She shrugged. "I don't belong anywhere." He looked at her, not with desire, not with condemnation, but with understanding. "Sometimes," he said quietly, "we run because we think we are free. But freedom isn't noise. It's peace." Those words lingered. Over the next few weeks, they ran into each other again, at a bookstore, at a cafe. David volunteered at a youth center. He spoke about purpose, responsibility, and healing without sounding religious or forceful. For the first time, someone saw Zora beyond her beauty. He didn't try to fix her. He listened. One evening, she finally broke. "I don't know who I am," she whispered. "I've disappointed everyone." David didn't quote scriptures at her. He simply said, "You're not beyond restoration." That sentence echoed louder than her father's sermons. they change. Transformation didn't happen overnight. Zora struggled. She cut off unhealthy relationships slowly. She sought counseling. She started helping at the youth center anonymously. She confronted her grief over her mother's death. She had had conversations with her father, real ones, not rehearsed church responses. One night, she knocked on her father's prayer room door. He opened it, surprised. "Daddy," she said, tears in her eyes, "I need help. Not a sermon. I need my father." For the first time in years, Pastor Daniel hugged his daughter, not as a pastor fighting demons, but as a father holding his broken child. And they both cried. The church never knew the full story. But they noticed something. Zora began leading outreach programs for struggling young women. She spoke honestly about identity, pressure, grief, and poor choices, not from judgment, but from experience. She no longer lived two lives. She chose one. Not because she was forced, but because she finally understood her worth. The message. Sometimes the loudest rebellion hides the deepest pain. Sometimes the pastor's child needs healing too. And sometimes, change doesn't come from condemnation. It comes from compassion.